if you were to do a cold campaign, which is kind of what you're doing right now, you're going to spend a ton of money because everybody's bidding on the same thing. So like if you were to look at this line as like your audience cost, how much it's going to cost to put your ad in front of somebody, you're always going to get beat out by the other companies because they're willing to bid a much higher cost than what you can afford. So that's why the bid price goes so high, and you can't really fight these bigger companies. Depends on what you're selling, but if you're drop shipping stuff from China, it's probably pretty competitive. So how you can get around this is you actually run more of like an awareness campaign, which is what you hinted at. And what I do for this is I'll just do like reels and stuff, but they're focused on being helpful. So whatever your products do, what I would do is try to show them in like a helpful way. Like if it's a certain type of jacket and it's good for cold, show it being used, show it test it, make good user generated content. You can hire somebody to do that too, but you want to get reels together, and you can boost the post for this. So I would boost the post and then do it at like literally $5 a day, and then test this. Because if you are focused less on getting the customer over to your website and more on just getting people to watch to the end of your reel, what you're going to do is you're going to start building an invisible list. And this is what Meta uses to target. So the more people you can put on this list, these are the people that are watching, let's say between 25% to 95% of your reel, they get added into Meta's data, okay? And that's what we're trying to fill with. So by doing it this way, you're going to get views very, very cheap. So usually when you just boost a post, it's sometimes like 4 cents a view, if that. And you want to keep an eye on that. But for the first few days, it's usually between that and like 10 cents a view. But you want to see where you end up with that. You want to have like a hook rate. You can check this stuff in the Meta ads thing. You want to see a hook rate of like, I would say like 25% or more. And then you want a hold rate, like how long they're watching. Also like, I don't know, 10%, something like that. Nothing crazy. But what I would do is I would run this, try to set up the metrics so you could see what the hook rate is, or rather you could see the view percentage. And you can see how many people are watching 25%. And try to get that number to 100 people, 100 views at 25%. And then what I would do then is retargeting, right? So now we've warmed people up. These are people that are interested in what you have to offer, okay? That's a big difference to what most people are doing. So what you do now with the warm traffic, right? These are people that watched 25 to 95% of your reels. Now you send them to a sales campaign like what we were talking about, and that's going to be where you hit them with, hey, here's my offer, here's the deal, right? And that's where you could hit them with the ads. If you do it this way, you're going to end up with a much lower cost up front. It allows you to test, and it allows you to build that invisible list I'm talking about. And then when you get to this warmer audience, the costs are usually a lot lower because we're now not fighting against the big dogs in the space. We're kind of creating our own audience. So you can usually get this down pretty significantly to like also, let's say 10 to 30 cents a click, something like that. But the larger that you grow this list out, then the more of a pool you have to play with this. So I don't know. You might want to try that out. I think it'll help you.